I think the apathy comes from a sense of burnout, and I think people just feel they're trying the things that they know and nothing's working, and every day they wake up and they're getting pummeled with some new, fucking information weapon, some new catastrophe, some new crisis, some new economic disaster, some major world event, and it's just all too much. And you just go, well, football's on, and the announcer guy, he's going to do that thing where he talks about the team is going to win this game is the team that scores more points. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, team scores less points, they're going to lose, and that's comforting to me because it's stupid, and I know it's stupid. And I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to veg out. I'm going to drink 5 Miller Lights. I'm going to order fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm going to
Hell
sit
yeah,
there.
brother.
I'm going to eat my wings. I'm going to drink my Millers. I'm going to watch my football. I'm gonna be like, you know what, Patrick Mahomes, he ain't no Brett Favre. I'll tell you that right now, right? That's what I'm gonna do because I'm burned the fuck out. Okay, and what is my burnout actually? My burnout is actually a profound sense of moral injury because I believe in a system. I believe in how I was brought up. I believe in what I was told about the way the world and the government, our society, our country is supposed to work. I believe in my role and my responsibility towards that and my role and my responsibility towards the people around me. But every day I get sucked into this miasma of shit where I'm powerless, just completely powerless. And I have to watch things that destroy my sense of moral righteousness. And I can feel it and it hurts and I need it to stop. And so then I go, let's order up some B-dubs. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, let's fucking watch football, dude. Because I got no other. I don't know how to stop this pain. It hurts. It physically hurts.
I think that there's that moral injury, I think is how you framed it, is actually also hodl, however you identify these days. I love your ability to start off in a rant like that and then bring it back to moral injury at the end of the day. It's really like it's.
Thank you.
You have a gift. This is why you're going to be our president one day with Cason as VP. I'll be chief of staff. We all know behind the scenes. You guys are the front men. We all know this. You know what I mean? Like it is.
The humor is just a way to break through, right? Because like if we sit here and talk,
you have to.
Yeah. If we're too high.
Well, this is why comedians are such powerful. Like everybody, you know what I love? This is digression, tangent, whatever. But you always see people like, why is it that comedians or have the biggest political podcast? Like, what's Dave Smith know about shit? It's like, well, Dave Smith is more well-read than you will ever be, one. Like, what is the Tim Dillon know about? It's like, you know what? Because in order to be funny, you have to actually be smart.
Well,
you have to be like very fucking smart.
That's true, but also I think it's cathartic because the comedians are like, hey, isn't all this shit crazy and fake and gay and retarded? And then you're like, yeah, it fucking is, man. It fucking is. And by the way, also, how come when Jon Stewart did it, it wasn't a problem, but when Shane Gillis does it, it's a problem? It's the same thing,
Shane Gillis is hilarious too, because when Jon Stewart's an interesting case though, because I think he's got like a little bug in there somewhere that's like, I think I'm on the wrong side. Like I think you know what, maybe none of this stuff. This stuff is too much. Like he's an elder Democrat, you know what I mean? But he's like in that mid Gen X where he's like,
I have to say,
this stuff. I don't know.
The funniest person in the country right now is Nick Fuentes. Every time I see a Nick Fuentes clip, I can't stop laughing because he's bound by nothing. He can say whatever he wants. So he's the only person who's able to do like real comedy, whereas all the comedians are kind of like, hey, I'm shucking and jiving. I'm kind of doing some comedy, right? Fuentes is just like, yeah, I'm going to say the crazy thing that everybody else can't say. And every time I see a clip, I don't watch his show, but every time I see a clip, I'm like, this dude is fucking hilarious. Like, it's hard to deny it.
He's funny. But I think that he's also tapping into that moral injury, right? He's tapping into the feeling of disenfranchisement that is very, very, very real. He's tapping into a generation of young men, and we are older than his generation, obviously. But like he even speaks to a lot of people in the millennial generation, I think, who like all you have known for your entire professional life, however long or short, depending on if you're millennial or Gen Z, is being basically, looked out, just doesn't matter how skilled you are, doesn't matter how whatever, like, you don't tick the right boxes. And there's always boxes you have to tick on everything you've ever applied for, everything you've ever done, except your taxes. They never make you tick those boxes when you pay your taxes, which is interesting. But I digress. They don't care when the money's coming, they don't care what color you are, or what your religion is, or how you whether you have a penis you chopped off or not. But like, for everything else, you've had to tick boxes your entire life, and you've never been able to tick any boxes except white, Caucasian, non-Hispanic white, or whatever the fucking designation is. And like, you get it. And I think that this goes back to the earlier point about these levels of extreme, or this polarity of extremism, where it's either going to be one or the other, because there is, like, the middle ground never actually gains any ground, right? The middle ground is like the moderate option is never the one that forces itself through. It's always one of the extremes. And like that's somewhat like, that would be, I guess, make me more nihilistic if I wasn't aware of all the incredible things that are also happening, all the tools that we have at our disposal, all the ways that we have to resist whichever side of the pendulum ends up taking control next. But like, fuck, like, it makes sense. I think people are pissed off and able to express that pissed offness, at least in the United States of America, where you can speak freely. In the UK, the lads can't do it, but the lads are fucking pissed. I don't know if you've seen.
They're lighting things on
fire. Talk about
instead.
The lads have had enough. Like, you've pushed the lads too far, and the lads are coming out. But like,
I'll see it when it organizes itself and actualizes it. Like, this is just them letting some steam off.
Yeah,
it's and like, so much of all of what's going on is performative, and that is part of the deepest spiritual suffering. Is that like COVID's a great example. There was like this moment of like, maybe this virus kills everybody, and there's like a big old fucking reset, and fucking 10 years from now, I'm living somewhere in central Norway, like farming with like a group of survivors, but like, nope, that just turned out to be a fucking
that
scam.
Movie. Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah. But there's this profound suffering that like we can't actually change or make a difference to anything. And the problem is that like what you're speaking to is this generalized brinkmanship that has become the battle between essentially communism and capitalism, like in their various forms, that like both threaten to destroy the other. And in that, like, everyone is captured. And that's why I think like there needs to be this concerted effort for like a radical third way. And like, I can see it, but like it's, I don't know, like having faith that people would actually try to get themselves up after like intergenerational inheritance of this fucking trauma. I don't know. And that's kind of the place that like, I'm not sure how you solve that problem of spiritual suffering. And like, I can't just say like, turn to Jesus and go to your local church, but I don't know, like maybe it's something like that. 'Cause it seems like that idea and faith in there being a higher power and there being able to be something that could get better and that we could cling to seems to have some credence that maybe we should consider a bit more.
I heard this thing from Kanye West, who's a genius, by the way, that that he said, when you fear God, you only have to fear one thing. But when you don't fear God, you have to fear everything.